Check out the seeds. Oh my goodness. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 have sprouted. Welcome back to Stewpendous Growth, friends. And today, I'm tired of waiting. I am tired of waiting for these tomatoes to turn. And I did a little bit of research, and in 85 to 90 degree weather, it really slows the ripening process down. And so far, I have not thoroughly looked through my garden, but just walking along and glancing at all the tomatoes, I only know of one that is turning, and it's still continually turning, that I showed you in the beginning of the video. Storming again, y'all. Wow. Our garden's okay. Goodness gracious. And it is now storming. So we are having a fabulous summer thunderstorm. Nothing new has been going on in the last week. Just more waiting. This is what I was trying to talk about earlier. My storage died on my camera, and you know, waiting is such a funny thing. It really challenges you, who you are as a person, what you hold inside, where your faith lies. You know, and it's in these moments of waiting and these difficult days. I feel like I've been waiting for days on end now for the tomatoes to turn, for some kind of breakthrough. I go back to work in a couple weeks for my maternity leave, and it's like I don't want that time to come, and I definitely don't want to rush the time I have now, but just the waiting to get back to a little bit more of financial security is really challenging and trips you up. And you know, your difficult days demand decisions of faith. How much faith do you have in waiting to see what God is finishing doing? You know, He is the master composer, and you know, even if there's nothing you can do while you're waiting, he is always working behind the scenes, right? So like just in gardening, like you have good days, bad days, but God isn't all days. So the forecast becomes very simple, you know, when it comes to gardening and life, that God is in all days and he will protect and guide you. He is the Lord of the famine and the feast, and he uses both to accomplish his will. So while we have this big dream and vision and desire in our hearts for our garden and our future gardens in years to come, ultimately it is God's will and what he wants to see come to fruition from our hard work and labor, what he has in store for us. So I just want to read from Romans 8:18. Whatever we may have to go through now is less than nothing compared with the magnificent future God has planned for us. So, you know, just like in the wintertime, in the spring, when I was pregnant and struggling and we wanted to get this garden off the ground, up and running, starting seeds, making sure we had, you know, things in order. Kind of a little bit I touched on in our vision vlog. You know, that was a huge struggle. There were times that I didn't think we were going to have a garden this year. And, you know, what we had to go through then and the magnificent garden we have out back now, you know, just our little backyard garden. Look, the wind blew our swing over. But that's nothing. That was nothing compared to the magnificent we have now. And so I just need to remember again, when I'm stuck sitting here waiting, wondering when are the tomatoes going to turn? When are the tables going to turn? You know, I need to remember that there is a magnificent future that God has planned for us. And if we are to sell our tomatoes, give them away to family and friends or people at church, you know, our family at church, make more taste test videos of the different varieties we're growing. You know, God has all those things worked out for his glory and his honor. So we need to stay focused on God. You know, in Isaiah 40:31, those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not grow faint. So we need to find rest in all of that. Guys, come on. No. Shh. Well, you know, waiting is such a funny thing because when we are waiting, we need to be still and know that God is working and he never stops and he has our best interest in mind. And all things work together for good for his honor and glory. And, you know, it's such a hard practice to learn to be still in those moments when you have anxiety or fear or worry. But it is something so rewarding and valuable to rest knowing that it's going to be okay and you will be provided for. And, you know, when I was out in my garden earlier today doing the vision vlog, and sitting in it and just awing at everything that was surrounding me, I realized that the last couple of days I've been stuck in this waiting frenzy. And I've just kind of walked by and looked at the garden, but haven't really dived into it. And looking around today, there's so much I can be working on while I'm waiting. So is there something that you could work on while you're waiting? I mean, look around, open your eyes, and sometimes, you know, progress on something else helps you get through the wait on the other thing. And I realized today I got suckers to prune, and I got, you know, tomatoes to stake up that are falling over, and some weeds to whack. Like, there's so much, I'm sure there's so much more that I didn't even get a chance to see yet. But now guess what? I had the desire to come out this evening after dinner and work on it. And it's storming. It might be coming to an end though, but I don't think it's going to stop raining. So here I am, stuck here waiting again. And now I'm like completely shifted my mindset into what's inside. You know, what is inside that I can work on that I've been putting off to be outside or be in the garden or go over to my Graham's house swimming, that I could get done today in the house that really, really needs done while I'm waiting for the tomatoes to turn. And also earlier I did research, like, what is going on with my tomatoes? I don't understand why it's taking so long for them to start blushing. This didn't happen last year with the few tomato plants that we had. And I realized earlier that in 85, 90 degree weather, which I said earlier in the recording, really puts a hurting and slows the progression of those tomatoes turning. So also ethylene is a gas that the tomatoes naturally release, which helps them to turn color, and that process is being slowed down as well. So I heard bananas are really good to put in your containers with your tomatoes or around your tomatoes to help them release that. Yes, you can also pick green tomatoes. You can eat fried green tomatoes. I think I'm going to try it. It wasn't my favorite in years past, but I'm willing to try it again. And you can leave them sit on your counter to ripen indoors at a much cooler temperature climate. But it can take a long time and weeks for that to happen as well. So I don't know that that's something we're going to do because, in all honesty, right now we don't have AC in our kitchen. And so it's not much of a temperature difference at times versus inside versus outside. Which maybe has something else to do with the waiting process. It's like, let's get something exciting out here going on so we can get out here and pick these tomatoes and not be roasting inside trying to clean up or whatever. But there is beauty in waiting. And, you know, it comes down to what's inside when you're waiting or when you're aggravated or have worry. And I just want to read something else that I came across. So this says, you are holding a cup of coffee when someone comes along and bumps into you or shakes your arm, making you spill your coffee everywhere. Why did you spill the coffee? Because someone bumped into me. Wrong answer. You spilled the coffee because there was coffee in your cup. Had there been tea in the cup, you would have spilled tea. Whatever is inside the cup is what will spill out. Therefore, when life comes along and shakes you, which will happen with this waiting process, with the storms and not being able to get outside and do what you wanted to, whatever is inside you will come out. It's easy to fake it until you get rattled. So we have to ask ourselves, what's in my cup? When life gets tough, what spills over? Joy, gratefulness, peace, and humility, anger, bitterness, harsh words, and reactions. Life provides the cup. You choose how to fill it. Today, let's work towards filling our cups with gratitude, forgiveness, joy, words of affirmation, and kindness, gentleness, and love for others. That is super powerful. So I always try to have gratitude when I am struggling. That's the first thing that comes to my mind in prayers, or if I'm praying, asking God for the word, or it's almost become a habit of my heart is gratitude. Because when you're grateful for something, you are not lacking anything. You only are gaining and recognizing the magnificent wonders that God has blessed you with or is blessing you with right now, all around in the storm. God's not going to just deliver you from the storm. He's going to deliver you through it, in it. So gratitude always leaves us looking at God and away from dread. It does to my anxiety what it does what it does for my anxiety, what the morning sun does to valley mist. It burns it up, right? So when you're grateful, the anxiety just goes away. You know that it might not be the blessing you're looking for, but some sort of blessing is going to fruit from your struggle. And I just want to leave you with this that I found in this book is this season in which you find yourself may puzzle you, but it does not bewilder God. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Until next time, while you're waiting, maybe plant some more seeds or write down some more dreams. So keep planting those dreams, pull the weeds, work through this, what's inside your cup, and grow a stupendous life. My gosh, guys, look! In the waiting! Oh my goodness! I gotta show Stu. In the waiting! I could cry. Oh my goodness! We got our second tomato blushing! Yes! A new life starting. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts for some fall crops. And I wanted to direct sow tonight, and it keeps raining every night. I'd like to do it in the evening, but I'm going to have to keep waiting. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning, maybe. I got to go tell Stu. Babe? Guess what? Me.
What?
I found a second tomato bushing!
Good, when?
Right by the first one. In the earth box.
Nice.
Yes, I'm so excited!
Good.
Right after I just did a little vlog on waiting and patience and gratitude and...
A vlog, huh?
Yep.
Is that like a video log?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come share with you.
What's a blog?
It's a video log of your garden or your daily life.
Yeah, that's a vlog. What's a blog?
I said a vlog. A blog
Yeah.
is writing stories. A book. A book log. Yep. Okay, bye.